up because Giants fans says, well, you can't tank. We got to win games. Why should we tank? We got to win games. Jayden Daniels is why you tank. That's why you tank games, Giants fans. All right, look. Giants fans, y'all owe me an apology. You understand me? You owe me an apology. Last year, I was called a fake fan. I lost subscribers because I came on here week after week after week and I cried about DeVito winning games. The only game I was happy DeVito didn't even win it. It was Tyrod, okay? It was the last game of the season when we beat the Eagles. Anytime we beat the Eagles, it is what it is. But other than that, why are we beating Green Bay on Monday Night Football? Why are we beating the greatest head coach of all time in Bill Belichick? Why are we beating Washington again with Tommy DeVito? Like, why? Why are we doing that? And the thing is, I understand when you sit back and say, well, I can't root for my team to lose. I get that. I do. I understand. But when your team is garbage and you don't have a quarterback, rooting for your team to lose is like rooting for your team to win. You're rooting for them to win by losing so they can win in the future. Okay? Shout out to my boy Boogie. I was on the phone with Boogie yesterday and we was talking about this. And Boogie brought up a valid point. One of the greatest basketball franchises of all time are the Spurs, right? The San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, Robinson, Duncan, Kawhi. Now they got Wemby. Isn't it funny how the Spurs always conveniently seem to tank when there's a generational talent coming out the draft? Robinson, tank. Tim Duncan, they tanked. Wemby, they tanked. One of the greatest franchises in basketball history always tank when there's an opportunity to get a generational talent. They always tank. Okay? I bring that up because Giants fans says, well, you can't tank. We got to win games. Why should we tank? We got to win games. Jayden Daniels is why you tank. That's why you tank games, Giants fans. Because if you would have just lost to Washington like you should have, if you lost to New England like you should have, if you lost to the Packers like you should have, Jayden Daniels would be a Giant and not a Commander. This is why you tank. Nobody was getting the Panthers pick. Okay, so the Bears was going to take Caleb Williams no matter what. The Giants, the Patriots, the Commanders, we were all fighting for Jayden. And lo and behold, the Giants are the team with pride. The Giants want to be the well-coached team. The Giants want to be the team that gives it their best every Sunday. Look where it got you. Look where it got us. What's our record right now? What's our record? What's our record? What did it get you? What did Tommy DeVito Mania get you last year? What did it get you? This is why you tank. And I am salty. I mean, now here's the thing too. Malik Neighbors is a stud. I'm not saying, because this is what you Giants fans will do. When Daniel Jones beat Washington with the 5 touchdowns his rookie season, every Giants fan will sit back and say, well, that got us Andrew Thomas. That got us Andrew Thomas. See, you don't tank because of karma. Wasn't Chase Young Defensive Rookie of the Year that year? It ain't Chase Young's fault that Washington just destroys his talent. I said that from day one. Washington was going to ruin Chase Young. I said that day one. Maybe if Chase Young was a Giant, his career turns out differently. You just never know. You can't take that one outlier and say this is why you don't tank. And now there's Giants fans saying, well, Fisk, we got Malik Neighbors, Fisk. You can't be mad because us winning those games got us Malik Neighbors. Bruh, I love Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is not a quarterback. Malik Neighbors is out here catching 10 balls a game and we're still losing. It doesn't matter how good Malik Neighbors is if you don't have a quarterback. How much better can we really expect Malik Neighbors to play? Malik Neighbors is playing at a top 5 wide receiver level right now, and we're still losing games because we don't have a quarterback. This is why you tank. And I'm putting this video out now because Jayden Daniels is about to run away with the Rookie of the Year, and the Giants are 1-3 getting ready to go to Seattle. The Giants have no business winning any football games. Where am I? Okay. We're at Seattle. That better be a loss. We're home for the Bengals. That better be a loss. I don't give a... Nah, we could beat Philly. Nah, home for Philly, we can win that. That's your pride game. Because you know the Giants like to have these games where it's Giants pride. We don't quit. That's the game you show your Giants pride. You beat Philly. We can't let Saquon just come back to New York and do what the fuck he want to do. We can't do that. At Pittsburgh, that better be a loss. Home for the Commanders. Oh, moving on, because I want it's impossible for us to lose to the Commanders. We had to have a kicker get injured at the first play of the game to lose to the Commanders. For as good as Jayden Daniels has looked, the Giants kept his little ass in check. So it's just like I'm not even expecting us to lose to the Commanders, but we should try to lose to the Commanders. The Panthers, hey, yo, Andy Dalton might beat us, bro. Hey, look. The Andy Dalton might beat us. It's possible. If we can lose to the Panthers, that basically wraps up the top pick. Because after we get back from Germany, we're not beating the Bucks. We ain't beating the Cowboys. We ain't beating the Saints. We ain't beating the Ravens. We ain't winning at Atlanta. Joe Flacco gonna beat our ass when we home for the Colts. And I think the Eagles will beat us the last game of the season. So, I mean, look. Here's what I'll say, Giants fans. This is what I'll say. I'm going to be realistic. The Giants are too good of a team. The problem with the Giants is we don't suck. Like, the Giants really should be 3-1 right now. So I'll say this. Can we just get into the top 3? That's all I want the Giants to do. I mean, we're competing with Tennessee and we're competing with the Panthers. If we could just finish in the top 3 and just give Joe Shane and Dable a chance to get a quarterback, I'll be happy. We just got to finish in the top 3, fellas. So, no more than 4 wins, please. We could beat the Eagles. We could beat the Commanders. That put us at 3. We might upset some random team like the Bengals or the Colts. But after that, can we chill out, man? Like, can we look what Jayden Daniels is doing for the Commanders. That's what getting a quarterback does. The Giants got a receiver. Only thing this receiver is doing is giving us a reason to watch this bum ass team. That's all he doing. Like I said, man, I don't want to hear no Giants fan criticize me the rest of the season. Every time a Giants fan criticizes me for wanting to lose, I'm going to play a Jayden Daniels highlight. Because that's the only validation I need to get mad if we win a football game the rest of the season. A Jayden Daniels highlight is the only validation I need to why we should be tanking the rest of the season. We got Shador Sanders coming out. We got Carson Beck coming out. We need a guy. Period. That's it. That's all. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button. Drop FUs in the comments if you rocking with me. And stay vicious. Dismiss.